Hello and welcome back to Dota 101. In this video we're going to talk about the ranked system in Dota 2. So to start out, requirements to get into ranked. If you are new to Dota 2, to unlock the ranked system you'll first have to play 100 hours of Dota 2 games. You will also have to attach a phone number to your Steam account. Once you have completed both of those requirements, you will have the ranked matchmaking mode unlocked. From there you will play your placement matches. Once you complete your placement games, you will be assigned a rank based on what the game assumes your skill rating to be. You can see the list of ranks here when you mouse over your medal here or on your profile. They go from Herald all the way up to Immortal, Herald being the lowest, Immortal being the highest. Once you reach the Immortal badge, you can continue to go up in MMR until you are on the leaderboards, which is going to be the top 5,000 players per region. Each rank, with the exception of Immortal, is also subdivided into 5 stars, starting at 1 star going up to 5. So the lowest rank that you can get is Herald 1 star, all the way up to Divine 5 stars, and then Immortal after that. When you queue for ranked, you'll be given the option between Role Queue and Classic Queue. In Role Queue, you have a certain amount of Role Queue tokens. You can store up to 60. You earn these by queuing for all roles. Within Role Queue, there are currently 2 high demand roles, being Hard Support and Soft Support. As long as you have these 2 queued for, you will never spend role tokens. So right now I have Hard Support, Support, and Offlane queued. I have 58 tokens. If I go to play a ranked game with this selection, I will still have 58 role queue tokens after the game ends, but I will not gain any more because I do not have mid lane and safe lane selected. I also won't lose any tokens because I have Hard Support and Support, the high demand roles, selected. The other option you have is to play Classic Queue, and in this game mode you decide your roles once you get into game with your team. Fair warning, it's probably going to be hard to find a game in Classic Queue. Most people nowadays just play Role Queue. You're also given the option to play either All Pick or Random Draft. Random Draft is similar to All Pick, except that in this game mode, the hero pool is significantly limited. You can see there it's down to 33 heroes from the full roster of 127. Other than that, it works exactly the same as All Pick, where you take turns picking your heroes. In addition to the rank medal that you earn for completing your placement games, you will also be assigned a number. It's your MMR or matchmaking rating. You see right here I am 5856 MMR, and this is in the Immortal range. I currently have a rank confidence of 54%. I currently have 54% because I have not been playing a ton of ranked recently. You can see there's a little line here at the 30% mark. Once you drop back below the 30% mark, you will lose your rank and become uncalibrated again until you go back above the 30% rank confidence mark. Also worth noting, the MMR that you gain or lose is based on your rank confidence, so when you have full rank confidence, you should be gaining or losing about 25 MMR. But because I have lower rank confidence here, you can see my most recent games have been higher than 25. Some of them even go up to 40. Under the hood, the ranked system is likely very complex, but the only thing you really need to know about how it works mechanically is that when you win, you gain MMR, and when you lose MMR. When your rank confidence is lower and the system is unsure about your rank, you will gain or lose more MMR, and when the rank confidence is higher and the system is more certain that you're at your appropriate rank, your MMR gains will be smaller. That's pretty much all there is to know about the ranked system in Dota. Now some advice that I have for you in terms of playing ranked games. First off is to cut out toxicity. One of the ways you can do this is by going to your settings, going down to your social tab, and then over here where it says allowed chat, changing it from all players to friendly players or no incoming chat. That way you can focus entirely on your game. You don't have to worry about people getting angry at you or getting angry at each other. Alternatively, you can keep it on all players, and just whenever somebody starts being toxic, just do not hesitate to mute them. I found both these are really effective for helping me personally to stay on track and focus on my own game. The other piece of advice that I have is that, particularly when you're climbing up through the ranks, like you're a little bit lower rank, say you're around like Archon or Legend or something or lower, or even when you get up to Divine and low Immortal, is to trust in yourself. Not necessarily to ignore your teammates and what they want to do, but have confidence in yourself. Try to play with your team when you think it's good, but if you're confident that somebody's making a bad play, just go ahead and ignore them. Everyone understands the game differently and has different methods to achieve success. So it may work for your teammates, might end up being disastrous for you. They might get upset and they might even start flaming you, but that's okay. That's what the mute function is for. So go ahead and mute them so you don't see any more of the toxic communications. Hopefully that won't happen though. That's not the case for everybody. There's definitely lots of good players out there. You may also run into in your ranked adventures people that are griefing. They are deliberately ruining the game by doing something such as destroying their items or using their spells to hinder your game deliberately. If someone is indeed deliberately sabotaging your game, go ahead and use the in-game report function to report them for griefing. But beyond that, just try and ignore them. Hopefully they will get bored and go back to doing something productive and you can continue on with your game. But that's unfortunately not always the case. Another good piece of advice is to recognize when you're at your limits, when you've been playing a lot of Dota and you get fatigued, or if you're physically exhausted or you're hungry or something, distracted. If you notice something like that, it's probably best to wait and queue again later. Playing while you're fatigued or on tilt is just going to cause you to lose more games, which is going to cause you to get more tilted, more upset, you're going to be more distracted. And then instead of playing these nice Dota games where you're focused on your own mistakes and improving and winning and having a good time, you're just going to get really down and you're going to have a bad time. So don't be afraid to take a break when you feel like you need it. Dota is a stressful game, it's really intense and it's really taxing. So there's no shame in taking a pause. Something else that's worked for me in the past is sometimes I'll feel like I'm getting stuck, like I'm plateauing, like I'm having a really hard time making progress. And that is to switch things up a little bit. Maybe take a little while to play a different role, get practice, learn what they do, so that way you can better incorporate that knowledge into your strategy of knowing what your teammate's doing and what the enemy's doing. Finally, another really useful setting to have on when you are playing ranked is strict solo queue matchmaking. So go here, type in strict, it's under miscellaneous settings. Strict solo role queue matchmaking means that when you queue up for a ranked game by yourself, you will not get matched with parties on the enemy team or in your own team. This setting is really useful because there's the unfortunate consequence of mixing solo and party queues together where the party will tend to ostracize the rest of their teammates. They'll only be communicating between themselves, deliberately or otherwise. And it often leads to some really awkward team play or sometimes even like team infighting between the solo players and the party players. And you just don't want that. That's all I got for you on the rank system. Get out there, get your feet wet, and enjoy the beautiful game that is Dota 2. If you want some more advice on how to win your ranked games, check out the other videos on my channel. Take care.